Hello, friends, neighbors, and pals. It's Tony Arias once again on and in the Rhinestone Room, brought to you by the wonderful people at the Vegas Voice. I'm so excited about this new segment. As you saw before, we had Keith Thompson on, and this time we have another dear friend of mine who's also in the biz. Her name is Jeanne Bavaro, and she's one of the great producers here of Las Vegas, and has been a dear friend for many, many, many years. It's so wonderful to have you, honey.
Thank you for having me.
You look great.
Well, thanks, Tony. Thank you.
I just found out something very interesting about Jeanne Bavaro. Before we go into anything.
I'm scared.
I did. I just found out you teach classes.
I do.
With exercise.
I do for 48 freaking years.
Wow, really that long?
48. I've been doing group fitness. Yeah, I started at Chicago Health Clubs 1,000 years ago. I was 19, and don't do the math.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's been part of my life since I'm 19 years old. I love it. It's, it was aerobics and water aerobics and jazzercise and, everything. They've called it so many things, but yes, I'm still at it. I just only teach 3 classes a week though.
But that's why you look so fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
Really, honestly.
I try hard.
A body in motion stays in motion.
Well, thank you.
I think it all says it right here. Don't you?
You know what? I'm such a foodie, Tony.
I am too.
I have to do something to offset how much I indulge in dining and eating. I love it.
I do too.
I love it. I
only throw up once a week.
There you go.
That's it. So I have it under control.
There you go.
Yes.
Good for you.
I beat anorexia. Yay for me.
You're crazy.
I'm excited to have you on the show.
Thank you.
You're my second friend who's come to visit us here at the Vegas Voice at the Rhinestone Room.
I'm honored.
I said that she was a producer, and I want to just explain how Jeanne and I know each other. I used to work with her former husband, Bill Acosta, who was an amazing, amazing performer. And I kind of grew up underneath him and that generation of entertainers. There was Carmi Petrillo and so forth. You know what I mean? I mean, just those guys, they really kind of instilled that old Vegas school for me. And I absolutely, I'm so grateful to them. So grateful. But you were Bill Acosta's wife, and you were his promoter, you were his manager. I mean, you've been in this business for many, many years as well. And now that Bill is no longer with us, and we lost him 2 years ago.
Yeah, about a year and a half ago.
Yeah, a year and a half ago. You're carrying on. With the entertainment.
Yeah, actually, before I met Bill, I was in the business. So back in Chicago, home is Chicago for me. So when I first met Bill, I was a dancer and doing some directing and promoting there. And I had a girlfriend in a show at Drury Lane Theater. It was a 900-seat theater, and it was called The Phantom and the Superstars? And Bill was the MC host, and my dancing girlfriend said, why don't you come to this show? We have the most amazing MC, talented impressionist. And I said, is his name Bill Acosta? And she said, yeah. And I said, I know, is he something or what? So we went, long story short, 4 months later, we went out for a drink. 4 months later, we were married and started working together.
Awesome.
And it was the business I came from. When I first met him, I was already in the business. So, yeah.
That's amazing.
I feel blessed to still be doing what I love.
She's producing actually one of my shows.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited about that. You do a lot of...
Happen to have a flyer right here.
What a coincidence.
What a coincidence.
Yay! I'm going to be at the IAC, the Italian American Club, and that is going to be on Sunday, September 17th. And I'm so excited because it's my musical tribute to the 1970s, but you're producing the show. You also produce other shows at the IAC, Italian American Club. Who else do you have coming up?
Well, first of all,
this is fabulous, isn't it?
Right. First of all, we're calling it Lasting Impressions. That was the show that was on the strip with Bill Acosta.
Yes.
So it was and it says Lasting Impressions direct from the strip. So I have a series of amazing, talented people in addition to Mr. Tony Arias. So We have Janae Longo. She was with Legend, still is with Legend. She just worked on the East Coast with Legend, and she's bringing all of her talent for the first time to the IAC on September 3rd. So I'm really, really excited about that. And then 2 weeks later, Tony will be there, and then a week after that, Elisa Fiorelli is going to be there with Philip Fortenberry. So I have a whole series that starts probably monthly now through the end of the year. But these are the ones that we're focusing on right now because they're right around the corner.
And as you can see, Jeanne has a fantastic eye for entertainment and talent, especially talent.
There we go.
Honestly, right? We have a lot of fun together. We laugh a lot, and we also have. What I admire about Jeanne is that she's not afraid of anything or anybody. She gets right in there and says it the way it is, and she does it with a foul mouth. And I think that's funny. I do. I know some people think that cursing is horrible, but I think when it's put in the right perspective, I think it's funny as hell.
Thank you, because I try to say that when I use the F word, I don't do it in a mean way. It's like a really colorful adjective. That, that's really what it's about.
That's right.
As long as I'm not angry and mad about it, and it's awesome, it's a whole different F word.
As long as it's not derogatory at somebody. Otherwise, I think it's very funny.
Thank you.
And that's class, ladies and gentlemen. You want to know what class is? That is class.
I know it's terrible. Sometimes I really have to watch myself.
Well, when you're around kids, obviously your grandkids, you need to watch around. And they in turn discipline you, right?
They call me out, and I was talking to my daughter on the phone, and I said, honey, I got my arms full. Let me put this shit away, and then I'll call you right back. And in the background, I hear language. So one of my twin grandsons are 7. Language, he says to me. A little sassy thing.
See, we thought this youth was not going to be good for anything. And that's just not true. They're there. They're there to teach us and to educate us.
They're amazing.
Honey, thank you so much
my
for
pleasure.
coming to the Rhinestone Room. And here at the Vegas Voice, is there anything else you want to hit or promote before you leave?
Well,
we send you out that door?
I mean, I've been kind of hustling on behalf of God Lives in Glass, too.
Oh,
but
that's
you've
right.
already promoted that, I'm sure, with Keith last week.
I did, yeah, that's right.
But can I just plug it again?
Oh, sure, absolutely,
Because can I
please.
just tell you, in all the years I've been on this
She's also part of God
planet,
Lives in Glass.
I don't think there has been a more poignant, important message delivered in a creative fashion on a stage ever. Anything that compares to God Lives in Glass. So I am a huge fan of God Lives in Glass. And if you've got to come to see it, there's 120, 130 people on the stage almost at all times. And you will forever thank me for urging you to go and see this production. It'll be at Reynolds Hall. It's on the 13th of August. It's an afternoon. Don't miss this opportunity. It is something else.
I don't have a flyer at the moment, but I think they have one. They'll put that up on the screen. GodLivesInGlass.com. And we talked about it in my last segment with Mr. Keith Thompson. This is the show that he wrote all the music to based on the book God Lives in Glass. Now, this is not a religious show, per se. This is a show that everybody can come and receive something out of it and be enlightened, be entertained. You're going to laugh, you're going to cry. It's a lot of fun. Like you said, it's August 13th at Reynolds Hall at 3 p.m., GodLivesInGlass.com. If you have other inquiries, please go to TonyArias.com. That's TonyArias.com. It'll also come up on the screen. And Jeanne Bavaro, she's around. She's been around this town for many, many years. Those of us who know us know her, adore her, and you adore her now because she's just. That's why I had to bring you on the show so that people can get to experience you.
Oh, thank you. But can I just say, there's so many cool people I get to work with. I have Travis Clowers coming up at Myron's on August 8th. So that's next week already with his amazing show.
Yeah.
Travis Clower and the Top Shelf Players. That'll be at Myron's. We're really, really excited about that show. There's a very Vegas Christmas coming up at the end of the year in December with the Philharmonic that we're a part of. So there's so many cool. We live in Vegas, you guys. So many cool things happen here, and so many cool people we get to hang with. So lots of really, I'm so blessed to have all of this in my life and do what I love. It's really something.
Yes. Well,
really
continue with your exercises because they're doing a great job
Thank you.
And thank you so much for being here.
It's my total pleasure.
You know I love you and I adore you.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you so much. You guys, thank you so much. We will see you on the next segment of the Rhinestone Room, brought to you by the wonderful people at the Vegas Voice. I love you. Be kind, right? Be kind and be sweet and stay a little silly. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.